It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. Shanghai International Circuit then, a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flat, open to the elements location, tests their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and overtaking is available into turn 1 and of course down the kilometre-long back straight into the hairpin at turn 14. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Formula 4 Racing. I'm your host, Simi Skate, and just hold your horses. Housey is away. We've got a very, very special guest co-commentator, the infamous one, the amigo, VFR Pillars. How are you, mate?
Yeah, man, mate. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Oh, Jesus, I got to turn you down there, Pills. Hang on a sec.
Oh.
Sorry, folks. Let me just sort this one out.
One job, Gav, one job.
Oh, that is so loud. Give me a second. Keep talking, Pills. Keep talking, mate.
It's alright. Don't tell me what to do.
Oh,
Who are you, my dad?
Jesus, it's loud, man. Hang on. Let me sort it out. All right, Pills, talk. Oh, that's better. I'm getting there.
Yes?
Oh, nearly. Hang on, mate.
Right, you just sound so dodgy right now, mate.
Sorry, folks.
I'm nearly there, mate.
Getting this one sorted. And yes. G'day, T-Bag. How are you? We do apologise for that introduction. We've got 19 drivers here, there, Pills. And, well, we've got 3 reserves. Of course, Suicide 5 in there. We've got Sando in there. And his older brother of Sand, Deezy. Got a few boys in the chat. We've got T-Bag. We've got Droftas. Well, of course, Droftas is just... Droftas is looking for the highest chat account. That's why he's there. No, good to see you, boys. Black Moon, of course. And late minute cancellation. Well, Black Moon, if you want in, I can send you an invite, mate. And you can jump in the grid if you like. Just respond in the chat there, mate.
Easy's first to blink, though, on the Inters. So, I mean, yeah.
He certainly is there, Bills. Now, anyway, let's get
What's he doing?
Well, I mean, it's only Q1 there, mate. And suppose, probably helping the boys rubber in the track. Not going to pay too much attention to that one. Who's next out there, Pills?
It's the Bop. The Bopton.
The Bopton. All right, one of the oily boys, of course. One of the Texaco lads. And, well, there you go. Wab Stafford in the chat as well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. A bit of a phrase from Housey. And, of course, yes, Housey's away. Pills is here. And, well, Pills is a fan of the Housey friend. And, well, I mean, loves his stats, of course. And while we're getting into... Well, Pills...
Made my day.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, let's just cool our jets, bud. I mean... I've got 2-5 reckons that you keep pinching his time trial setups, mate. That's what he was telling me to tell you there before, and well, I mean,
sorry, hang on.
Say about that.
The shit sniffer's lying.
There you go, and yes, well, Ramsell, have a guess who it is there, bud. I'm sure you do know. And yes, it is Mr. Pillars. And, well, a Pot 1 Old Spice driver. He is the Season 1 former champion, of course. And, well...
This is true.
And, well, that was quite some time ago. And, well, Pills, your form is starting to come back a little bit. But Bopton here is about to get us underway. The first one, well, the furthest one out there on track on a timed run here, mate. And, well, Sand Easy on the Inters, of course. And, well, this will be relevant here, mate.
Yeah, it will be. I mean, turn 1 feels like the longest corner in the whole entire world when you go around it. But it's Sector 1 and Sector 3 are pretty much a no real sector, really. It's Sector 2 where the time is lost and gained. So it's just a matter of hitting the apexes more than anything. And if you miss your apexes, like I'm expecting some of your boys to do, because they drive with their blindfolds on.
Look at the love. Oh, Pills, we love you too, mate. I mean, at the end of the day, we can highlight some of your big, beautiful fails. And I've got them still all saved on the hard drive, Pills, so just be careful, mate.
Mate, your hard drive needs checking at the best of times anyway.
Anyway, of course, Pumpkin lighting this track map up purple. It's the first one out there, and well, let's just not get too carried away, of course. She's only Q1, Pills. The aim of the game, survival. This is only 19 in. Black Moon, do you want in, mate? I mean, do you want in? Don't respond on Discord. Just yes or no in the server. I mean, in the Twitch chat. And if you're home and you're available, mate, there's a spot there. And what's happened to Boston?
He's decided to spin it as well.
Yes, he certainly has.
He's just decided to go, yeah, I'm done, mate.
I'm done, mate. Oh, there's the Aussie accent. Of course, Fury's out there as well. And, well, I do know, I'm pretty sure I've seen in the team chat, well, if you're new to us, and, well, the blue sticker kit on that cat livery is, of course, in respect and response to what's happening over there at the moment, of course, in the Ukraine. And some of the boys, they've had it all season. And, well, some of the boys, excuse me, are wanting to come back to the black. I do think Blue Dog may be running the black liver, the black sticker kit, of course. And, well, Tab's out there as well. He's slowed right up. So we're going to stick with Sando here, Pills. And, well, like I said, the name of the game is all about survival. Ramso throwing in a heap of oily stickers. And, well, do your bit for the environment there, Ramso.
Horrendous, Gav. Horrendous. 24/7, first sector split and just riding that inside curve a little bit too much. But he's got he's got Sand easy in front of him. Obviously, just getting out of the way. And I fully expect Sandy's in time to be quicker than that. And there's a reason why Tabs is near the top, and that's not just because he steals my starts.
Exactly.
And 2-5, and all of your boys.
Well, of course, yes. I mean, that was your introduction. That was your introduction to Tabs, wasn't it, there, Pills?
Yeah, all right. There's a common occurrence going on with you lot. I don't like it.
Well, I mean, #1 subscriber, Suicide 5, I reckon there, my friend. But I digress there, Pills. Let's get stuck into a bit of info about this track. Eh? Got a few people in the chat. Well, of course, this is the Shanghai International Circuit. 5.451 kilometers or 3.387 miles. Pills, 200,000 people this stadium holds. It was first held in 2004. Now, there is the most wins. Who in the Twitch land, give the viewers a bit of something to I don't know, to get themselves involved. Who has the most wins and how many? No Google. Of course, that is the rule. I mean, obviously, I can't release that. But of course, yes, no Google. And yeah, get stuck in. And then we're looking for the most constructors wins, of course, there, Pills. The lap record here in race conditions, of course, is still held by Michael Schumacher with a 1 minute 32.238 back in 2004. Yes, 2004 in the Ferrari. The fastest lap around here is held by Sebastian Vettel in 2018 in Q3, believe it or not, in the Ferrari with a 1 minute 31.095. Speeds here at this track can probably range around about 348 kph or 219 miles. They're at full throttle around about 54% here, Pills. And, well, the back straight... Whoa, who was that? That was Milligains getting a bit loose. Rip the Beans is out there getting himself underway as well. But the longest straight here, of course, is the back straight. 1.397 kilometres. And, well, there's approximately 51 gear changes per lap, Pills. And, yes, T-Bag, you are bang on. How many, mate? How many, T-Bag? Yes, it is Hamilton, of course, for the most wins.
Unfortunately. Just saying. By the dick.
Well, moving on.
Lipsy's out in sector 2. It's coming around the long left and the quick right. Personally, we'll take one more down to go up, 4th to 5th there, but, you know, can't be as good as us EU boys. Now coming around the double. Oh, I'm sorry, Gav.
That's all right, mate.
So tempting.
That's all right, mate. You can do what you like because you boys follow after this one and... well, guess
not
who's
straight
still,
after,
guess,
mate.
guess,
Guess
well, guess who's still in the commentary box? So, yeah, we'll move on there, Pills. The Rip the Beans leading this championship. And, ooh, teabag close, but no cigar, mate. No cigar. Very, very close, though. Very, very close. Good morning, Kaiserhoff. Yes, but Rip the Beans, getting back to him, of course, leading the championship here, Pills. Tabbed, there you go. Tabbed says the 131.466. I did miss that while I was going through all those track details, of course. Rip the Beans sets a 131.9, of course, and this is only Q1, so nothing, as I risk of repeating myself, nothing to get too excited about at the moment. The boys probably just getting their eye in and ramping up. We've got Bopton out there as well. He's about to set a lap here now, Pills, and he crosses the line with a 34.1. Throws himself up in a P10. Of course, some of these are representative, some are not, and we'll just see how the boys get on. Johnny M4, believe it or not, Pills, has purpled the middle sector. And I'll tell you what, mate, this lad, over the last probably month or so, his form has picked right up. As Tabbed has comfortably retired in the garage, saying, I'll see you boys in Q2.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's no point risking a DNF after you know you're certainly through. Because that back corner, you get it wrong, the back end steps out, and then you get on the grass, and then you just slide into an early shower. Tactical Genius did go up into P3 with a 32.0, and then I think you've got Dino still on the lap, we've got Suicide 5 approaching, someone else has hopped up, I didn't even know who that was. Could have been.
That was Johnny M4
into 9th, which is now 10th.
Suicide 5 goes P8 with a 32.313. Not too bad at all, of course. And, well, the guy's just sort of coming back to the game there, Pills. And he's had a bit of time away. Who is ahead here? 2.5's furthest along. So we're going to stick on board with 2.5. Yet to set a lap, of course. This is it. He's using ERS. So this is going to be relevant here, mate. And let's just see what 2.5 can do. He's about to cross the line any second. That looks like a pretty good lap with a 32.1. Comfortably safe there, mate. I think Dino will be next. Oh, I think he's a bit deep there in the hairpin, Pills. 14 and 15, I think got it all wrong. What's happened to Blue Dog?
Blue Dog's out.
Oh, Blue Dog, no! Blue Dog is out. Jesus.
Oh. You can't park there, sir. That's one thing you definitely can't do out of that last corner. But, unfortunate for Blue Dog, but the race is long. Anything can happen as well. So, hopefully for him, it comes back to him.
Well, I mean, that's not how you want to start, of course. And, well, we're just going to focus on the bottom area here. That's just surprising. I'm not too sure what happened there. I mean, geez, Blue Dog without even setting a lap. But there you go, Johnny M4. What is he doing? I dare say is he going to send this one again here, Pills? Not too sure here, mate. Housey is away there, Curly. And good to see you. Chasey Dane, not too sure what you mean. But, yeah, if there's anything untoward, of course, reports are there for a reason. Brad Tay out there on track here, Pills. Just going to keep an eye on what he's doing. Is he burning? Yes, he certainly is. So we're going to keep an eye on this second sector time just to see if he's up. He's up by 2/10, Pills. We might as well stay with the lad. Where is Bopton? Is he further along? He most certainly is. Bopton's fuel light is screaming. So, no, we'll stay with Brad Tay here, mate.
Yeah, look tidy. Obviously, coming out of that back corner down the back straight. I mean, it's hard to kind of commentate when someone's going down the back straight because, I mean, you're here for what seems an absolute eternity. But you can easily mess up your braking down here, like Brad says. Literally just proved me right. Because you kind of get out of a flow, and then you're just not really concentrating on where you want to be braking. You're just in a world of your own. But he pulls that one into the pit lane. Unfortunately, was 2 cents up and one little braking error, and it's game over. But Dino's in the pit lane as well with no time yet as well. So we've got to keep our eyes on him as well. And JC is 8 thousandths down for the first sector there, Gav.
Yeah, JC's just got his first full-time drive here, folks. Well, he was a reserve last week, and of course, last week we were hit with a server update, believe it or not, Pills. We were hit with a server update, and, well, we got through qualifying, but that was it. That was it. When it come the race time, guys were struggling. Guys were getting kicked, and, yeah, it was just game over from that point. That race was red flagged. And here we are at China, moving on through the season, of course, as, well, we head towards the end. 4 races after this one here, Pills. And, of course, we are at Azerbaijan next. And, well, Black Moon, you're there. If you want to drive tonight, I can get you an invite there, mate. You can, well, I mean, a bit late now, but you want to drive, if you're home, I can send you an invite and get yourself in, of course.
We have Miss Deasy going top with a 31 flat. So, I mean, he has got 4/10 on tabs, but obviously was set later on in Q1. So, obviously, track's rubbing in a little bit more. So, I won't look too much into that one yet. But if that happens in Q3, then maybe we will.
Just trying to pick up who's on a lap. I mean, there's a lot of boys on in-laps here, Pills. Just trying to pick it up. So, I mean, I think Suicide 5's about... Well, no, he's just getting out of the way. So, he's on an outlap.
You know who is on a lap, Gav?
Who is, mate?
Macedonian!
There he is there. Macedonian, there he goes. Almost level pegging there, Pills. And, well, loving your attempt of an Aussie accent. And, yes, Kaiserhoff, you're stuck with me, mate, of course. And, well, I think I'll be riding solo doing that one there. So you'll have to bear with it, of course. But I'll be there with bells on. Who is that going past? That looks like Bopton on an outlap as well. We're going to focus on the bottom part of this one here. And I thought late joiners, no, not anymore there, Black Moon. Do you want in? Yes or no? Yes or no, Black Moon? And I'll send you in as long as you join before... I think, the formation lap, I think it is, or before they load into the race. So
yes, just before you load into the race.
Yeah, so, do you want an invite? I'll get you an invite, mate. As long as you've got the reserve, I guess I'll just stay here for Colin and Pluto. Yes, of course, yes. Well, while there's a bit of a lull here, I'm going to flick you an invite. I'm going to flick you a couple, Black Moon, and get yourself in. Make sure you've got the reserve livery, my friend. And yourself in. Well, he's back. Black Moon's back. Holy moly! It's been ages. It has been ages since. Well, there he is. There, invited him. Everyone gets a couple, so I'll send you a couple there, mate, and get yourself in.
So, one big thing: Chase is just left the pit lane and is definitely not making the line. So, unless we've got a timing glitch yet. I'm not aware about. I mean, he left the pits with like 1 minute 10 to go. So he's definitely out. But Bopton and Dino are both out as well here, Gav. So it's about to spice up a little bit. Brad Tay and Johnny M4 will make the line as well. 50 seconds left.
Yeah, it's very...
Daisy definitely won't.
Well, I'll tell you what, Pills, I mean, there is a lot of time out there and... guys, just, not finding it comfortable. I mean, I do know that some of the boys here, I mean, it was a bit of a half and half, a bit of a mixed bag here, of course. We did have a vote. I mean, we wanted to finish the season before the new game, and there was almost a tie vote between this track or Spain to remove from the calendar, and it went the Spain way.
I don't get why you would take Spain out.
It just shows that half the boys out there on the grid, of course, not a fan of this one. And come on, Cody, give us a better shot than that. Do apologise. Bopton hitting apexes and, Macedonian retiring from the session. P15, Macedonian's out. He's hit the wall there, Pills. Have a look on the track map.
He's chinned it.
He's absolutely hit the wall. And, well, there you go. Bopton 16th.
Bopton not enough.
No. Dino, there's still time here, Pills. There is still time. What's Dino got in the bag? Dino's going to get him. He's going to have to get himself out. Yeah, there you go. P6.
Done it.
Quite comfortably as Chasey Dane on an outlap. And, well, is he allowed? He's made it. Chasey's made it.
He's made it.
Wow, there you go.
What the hell?
There you go. Chasey has made it.
We behind. What the hell?
I said Chasey Dane.
All right, he's found it all right then.
He certainly has. What's Johnny M4? Johnny M4's lost it. Johnny M4 has absolutely lost it through turn 13. And I dare say we're going to see a little bit of that there, Pills, as we'll flick down back to Bopton, of course. He's the next one on a time lap in the danger zone, Pills. P17 at the moment.
Brad Tay also in the danger zone, and he was pulled into the pit lane. So Brad Tay is out as well.
Well, so B1 and B2 very close together. And what can the Paddy do? A big hello to you two. Hello there.
Bopton's round.
Bopton's round. Oh, that's it. That's his session done. Chasey Dane, it's all up to him, purpling the middle sector. And of course, well, I mean, Pills, I understand it's only for the two above, two below, and it's not overall, of course. Oh, there you go. That wing sort of, Chasey Dane just clipping it, unsettling.
He's going to get the best toe here. Chasey Dane is going to get the best toe. Dino in front, giving Chazy a massive toe down the back straight. And this is what you love to see from the Esports boys. Just saying. That's what we're about. That's what we're about.
Look at that. Dino doing what? Oh, what a legend. Dino.
Great effort.
Well done, Dino. The team thing. That's what we like to see. Chazy, what's he got, of course? Doing a stellar job this season. Sets a 1 minute 32.4. P12, he's out. He got himself safe. Johnny M4, we will lose. Macedonian won't participate, even though he's 15th. And there you go, Pills. She is done and dusted.
Oh, she is indeed, mate. She is indeed. Blue Dog and Brad Tay obviously joined at the hip still. I thought that was going to be a little bit differently.
Well,
but
yeah, I didn't expect that. Well, I mean, I can't say I didn't expect it because, I mean, if history is anything to go by, they find each other on track quite regularly there, Pills. And
down the back alleys as well.
Well, I mean, what people do in their own personal life is their own personal business. But Baloo is in the chat. Come on, Cat Boys, he's got cheering for. And, of course, Bloom, a cat driver himself.
He is indeed, unfortunately. I used to like Bloom before as a cat driver. Sorry, Bloom.
He's a funny lad.
You.
Of course, Sandeezy, well, 4/10 above on top at the moment. And, well, gee, his track record speaks for itself, doesn't it? I mean, every time he's jumped in, where are we? Tabbed P2, milligains, P3, and 2.5. Not bad from him as well. Of course, the track is going to ramp up. We do not know what the weather's going to be doing. And, well, there you go. Macedonian, Johnny M4, Brad Tay, Bopton, and Blue Dog all out of this session. And, well, we roll on to Q2.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, the optimum strategy is medium hard around here. I mean, the softs are just so bad.
Oh, mate.
They are literally one-lap wonders around here. So, I mean, ideally, you do your bank a lap, or as Gav says, it's funny bugger time in the session.
Well, I mean, you'll see in the exactly right, funny bugger session. They actually pull right up their Pills. They set the track alight, and then they just that last corner on the start finish line just pull right up. And well,
at least you do it a little bit more obviously for you lot by just not using ERS or DRS. You know.
Well, I mean,
at least give you half a chance of realising what.
Well, I mean, sometimes I misread the situation too. I mean, I'll put my hand up. We're only human, Pills. We are only human. So there you go. We've got a mover on track. That is a Texaco, and I wonder who that is. Of course, Tabbed. Has he changed the lid? This lad loves the lid change. No, he has not. He's kept the same lid this last couple of weeks, I do believe. Pills, I reckon he has had the most lid changes in the league. At one stage, it was one a week. It started off with the beacon, then went something to like Kimi Räikkönen pretty much mid-season, and it is what it is at the moment. And, well, there were so many. I've lost count. And, well, he loves a lid change, but he's happy with this one, is the young fella. And, of course, he is P2 in the championship, chasing down Rip the Beans. And, well, there's not much between these two boys. And this one is going to go down to the wire. We've got Fiery Hour. Welcome to the stream, mate. New follower number 278. And Formula 4 Racing. This is the Aussie division. Round 18 China. And, well, we're currently watching our P2 man in the championship, Mr. Tabbed. And, well, just prepping his car nicely here, Pills.
Yeah, you don't want to overwork the tyres on your outlap because, I mean, you end up just with about 3-4% on them before you even start your lap, and then you end up with about 1,000% in finish your lap because the ERS and going through the corners when that's switched onto hot lap is just a car, well, I mean, just spins up the rear tyres and then you're in trouble. So you don't want to over prep them, and the track's already going to be really, really hot around here. Always is, always has been, always will be. So yeah, I mean, let's see what he does. But out of the last corner, you really want to kind of like take that sausage curve in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
But not too much that unsettles the car, because then you do what? Who did it in Q1? Is it Blue Dog? Brad?
Blue Dog.
Blue Dog. You do what Blue Dog did. You just drop the back end, and then you do like, well, you're just into a wall. But as I said, the first sector is pretty much a non-sector. It's just turn one is all it is. It's just that's where you lose the time really. You go a bit too wide and you don't tuck the car back in enough for the apex, and I mean you can lose a tenth and a half there easy.
Yeah, exactly
sector two, I mean if you're in a flow round here, Gav, I mean, you know, you can gain so much to the rest of the field. But it's just utilising and kind of just abusing how much track you can use here to maximise that time. And that's going to be
hang on a
valid.
minute, Pills. Sorry to interrupt you. I've got to interrupt you. We've got Gorkarovi. I think I said that right. I do apologise. The new follower, another 279. Welcome. And Droftas putting his hand in his pocket. 9 months subscription. Very, very good there, Droft. Thank you very, very much, mate. As well, tabbed, invalidating that run there. Suicide 5 out there on track. Who is furthest along? I think it is Mr. Fury. Is it Mr. Fury's track?
I'm going to say it's Dino. It's Dino.
Oops, sorry.
Maybe.
Dino's on an outlet. So we'll stick with Suicide 5 here, mate.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure he's on a lap. I'm not too sure. He's on the wrong part of the track, though. He's not burning ERS. He's not burning ERS yet. Well, nothing to get excited. Nothing to get excited. Of course, funny bugger session here, Mr. Pills. And, well, boys not using ERS, of course. And, well, just wait and see. First time chatter. Champion.
Right, I guess.
Just trying to read that name. And, well, there you go, Pills. Can you have a look at the chat? I'm hopeless at names, mate. Let's have a look. It's too small on my screen. Champion. I don't know, mate. I don't know.
I would have missed it.
I'm just going to focus on Sando here because he's lighting this track map up. I do apologise. I'm a shocker sometimes. And, well, there you go. Sando out there on track. Lighting this track map alight here, there, Pills. And, well, this guy does have pace. He is Sandeezy's brother. He's his younger brother. And, of course, we've got cousins in the grid as well. Suicide 5 and 2-5. So, a bit of a family thing. And, well, of course, B1
Incest.
and B1 and B2. And, yes, exactly. Well, welcome one and all, and we're glad you can join us. And yeah, we do things a little bit differently here, of course. Yes, it is the multiplayer livery as Sando pulls right up. It's very hard to pick who is on a lap. Dino's pulled right up as well. Rip the Beans out there on the medium. There you go. We'll get these bloody tyres up so I can see what's going on. Rip the Beans out there on the medium. Darkness Abyss on the medium, of course. They're the ones we've got to watch, Bills. Because I dare say that's what you want to start the race on here, mate.
Well, it is, but for me right now, you want to set your bank aside and you want to wait for a little bit of the track for rather than going mediums right to the end. So unless they're doing 2 laps, which is absolutely ridiculous, because you want as much life as you do in tyres around here as possible. Just because of the longevity of the corners, like turn 1, like going onto the back straight with that back corner. You've got a double lefts in there. You've got another long right-hander. The more you take out of them in quali, the less you have for the race.
Well, that's exactly right there, mate.
So for me personally, why would you want to go out too early and risk having to go for another lap or then start the softs and then just ruining the strategy completely?
Well, Droftas is asking, can we have some insight from Pillars about lines, please?
I mean, some are white. I'm a yellow, and you got yellow lines around here. You have white lines wherever else. So, okay, we're going like that. This is why nobody likes Welsh people, honestly. Apart from Mikey G, he's fine. This one,
Droftas has got a friend, you know. And yes, I'm sure he knows.
Friends. Nobody likes him. You tolerate him.
So, well, there you go. Rip the Beans out there, killing it at the moment, lighting it up. And, well, this is going to be relevant here, Pills. He is absolutely sending it. And, of course, our championship leader doing championship leaders things here, Pills. That Monza had his opportunity and took it with both hands to stretch the lead a little bit there, mate. And I think it's 14 points is the gap between himself and Tabbed. There and thereabouts. I'll have a look in a second there, folks. We'll just check what to see Beansy's doing as he's about to complete the end of this run.
Yeah, totally through the last quarter as well, and it was going to be a 33 flat, so could be enough, but I mean, obviously, if people are that desperate in the Q3, then it might not be enough.
Well, I mean, that's the risk you take, isn't it? That is the risk you take, of course. And, well, Darkness Abyss out there. He'll be next one to cross the line, of course. And, well, this guy here is arguably, I keep saying it there, Pills, but he really, really is arguably one of the most improved drivers out there on the grid from last season to this season. Just done a stellar job when he's been there, and very, very consistent these days. And it's very, very good to see. Oh, Jesus, he's run wide. And, well, there you go. He has run wide. He's on the medium, so he's going to have to do another set. Oh, there you go. He's done it right at the end of the lap there, Pills, which means he'll have to burn another lap worth of rubber, mate.
Yeah, he's got a this and next, so that is going to absolutely ruin his qualifying. Obviously, depending on how much your setup can ruin your tyres as well. And I mean, he could be in for a soft start, but let's hope that he isn't.
Well,
for his sake,
I think Beans is on another lap here, there, Pills. I am pretty sure he is on another lap. He was
he
was quicker, but his fuel light's screaming. His fuel light is absolutely screaming. Is he going to set this lap? That is the question. And he is. So he must be up here, Pills. He must be up. What's he going to set? A 32.7. There you go. There you go. A bit of a statement there from our championship leader. Tabbed out there on track as well, on a bit of a push lap as well. There you go, starting his run. Who's furthest along there, Pills?
Tab's in a wall. Tab is in a wall, but he's still in, but he spun it on an out. He's definitely spun that on an out lap, I think. Well, he must be on an out lap.
Well, there you go. No, he was actually on a timed run. But 2.5's out there on track as well. He is just gone through the second sector, and he is sending it as well. So I think this one's going to be relevant, mate. I think he is the furthest one along. And, well, this corner here, Pills, turn number 13. Well, I don't want to... There are a few spots on this track, mate. There are a few spots on this track that are very tricky. If you get a little bit throttle happy, can light the back end up, and the car gets unloaded. Very easy around there. It's all about throttle control. Believe it or not, at a very high-speed corner. And, well, there you go. We're going to see, I don't want to say, well, I'm going to say it anyway. I think we're going to see a few offs there, perhaps, in both divisions. We always do. It's one of them corners as 2.5 sets a 134.347. I'll flick back down to your guy, of course. This guy here, yes, he is a Cadbury Pot 4. He got delivery as close as possible for now. And, well, that'll do for the time being, of course. We welcome your guy, JC. We're just going to call him JC there, Pills.
Yeah, let's just switch from him. Just Tactical Genius, a 32.5.
Wow.
Also has done 2 laps on those medium tyres, so I'm not saying anything.
Well, I think Tab's going.
I mean, 2 laps. No, Tab won't. Tab has no front wing.
No, that's right. So
it will be Miller again. So
it will be Miller Gaines. And who's that? Was that someone just getting out of his way? I'm not too sure. That was an Old Spice driver. Who's out there at the moment? I did say it might have been Dino. Maybe, possibly, I'm not too sure. But there you go. Millie Gaines on the back straight. Now, let's talk a little bit about Millie. He's had a cracking last couple of weeks. Of course, last week we were hit with the Codemasters server update, and race was abandoned. But, Monza. Oh, Millie!
Oh.
Millie! Oh, he's around! Save. Is he going to keep it out of the wall? He certainly... Oh, Jesus!
Save.
What
There's no way!
Holy moly! As Millie Gaines getting all out of shape. Jesus, as you pump the boys up, that tends to happen. I apologise, Millie. But, mate, I was going to say, his Monza pace was phenomenal. New lap record, I do believe.
Oh, hang on. Pills. There's another one behind him round. It's your guy. Your guy's nearly in the wall at the same corner.
Yeah.
But again, kept out of it as well. So,
there you go. Turn 13, as predicted.
I think
as predicted.
Probably a sympathy spin, that one.
Well, like I said to Teabag last week, happy to call it during quali. But in the race, you've got no chance of me throwing any sort of stuff like that out, of course. And, well, there you go. Crazy Kiwi prepping his car. Who's out there? Who is out there on a lap? Your guy JC's invalidated, of course. Sando is out there as well. He's up on his previous best. He's about to enter the third sector any moment now. And let's just see how he's travelling. Oh, I tell you what, Bills, flirting with track limits. There you go, purpling it.
He definitely was flirting there, but that is the best line. I've got to stop saying that word because Josh's just going to rip me for it. That is the best way to get around this track. And it is really nice out of that back corner there. So now down on to this back straight. I mean, time one I lost out of that exit as well. Obviously, you lose time all the way down it if you are not getting a bit of a step out. So, but it's tidy through the hairpin as well. So only one more corner for Sando to navigate. And this is actually looking very, very handy this lap. He's not taking too much of that curb as well. So this is going to be a 32.7.
Very good.
I mean, it's congested up the top. Really congested up the top.
Yeah, look at those times there, Pills. And, well, usually makes for great racing. As what's happened to your guy? Is he retired in the garage? Is that a retirement in the garage?
I think so. I think it is. Yeah.
I think it might be. Milligane's on one here as well, there, mate. As well, who was that? Who was that? That just
4,000 between Sam Deasy and Taxical. 4,000.
Well, that's what I like to see. When the boys are on, they are on. And a big shout out to well, I mean, even Suicide. Oh, Milligane's very, very close to track limits yet again. It sets a 32.7, P7 for now. Darkness Abyss is out there, but Crazy Kiwi is furthest along here, Pills. And let's just see what the Kiwi man can do. I do believe he's the only driver to start and complete every Grand Prix this season as he crosses the line and puts himself in P8. Darkness Abyss. Oh, Darkness! Oh, that's crazy. Oh, well, that was very, very crazy from Darkness. Not too
He's done
sure.
it again.
Yeah, he's done it again.
He's done it again.
He's done it again, mate. So Tabbed out there on track as well. Yet to set a time, of course. And, well, we did see him make a bit of an error in this. Oh, there you go. He's gone wide. 2.5 retiring in the garage with a 32.7. So these boys quite comfortable. Fury Strat as well. We do know, of course, it's all in the name with him. He does love an aggressive strategic call, but not so much these days, I'm going to say, with all due respect to the Fury man. He's become a bit more tried and true, a bit more measured these days as, well, his pace starts to improve and he creeps up to the top there. Of course, you can't take too many bold risks. It's always good to be different. I haven't seen a real aggressive one from him in a little while as Tabbed comes around the last corner now, Pills. Let's just see what he's got, of course. Chasing Rip the Beans to the 32.1. Whack. There you go. Tabbed is definitely here and he's definitely sending a message to Rip the Beans. This is going to be epic. The next 4 rounds. Even this round, he's chasing and he's chasing hard. He's been chasing all season. The young fella had a bit of a slow start to the season. A bit of history there for the viewers. He did have a slow start to the season, but he's clawed his way back. And I think they're both enjoying the battle. The little nitpicking here and there in the service. Quite funny at times. And, well, Beansy, well, we all know what Beansy's like if you know what Beansy's like. And, well, there you go. Chasey Dane about to cross the line now here, Pills. 32, oh, he's on the softs. He's on the soft, the 32-1. As, Darkness is, well, there you go. He invalidated that last run. And, well, there you go. There's the checkered flag for him. Dino will be next, but he's slower than his previous best. I do apologise there, Pills, as, well, sometimes I just...
No.
Shut up, mate.
No, just keep going. Just keep going. I just need to have a bit of a cough, mate, that's all.
Fury.
Apologise.
Yeah. I'm still here as Dino gets himself out of Q2. P8 for Dino. Rip the Beans. Oh, Rip the Beans just survives. Crazy Kiwi out. Fury out. Your guy, JC, out. And Darkness Abyss just couldn't get a lap together as Black Moon. I tell you what, it's been a while, and it's great to have him back in the grid, of course. He'll be starting P20 there, Pills, but there you go. Chasey Dane on the softs. Throws himself up into P2, but, Pills, that is, you might get a good launch. I'll tell you what, after 4 laps, he's going to be struggling, mate.
Yeah, that'd be a medium. That'd be a soft medium from there for him.
Would you chance it and go the soft hard? Hard just lose too much time, wouldn't you? Yeah, absolutely.
And the thing is, you're going on to a tyre that all the medium guys will be going on to about 10, 11 laps down the line.
Yep.
So you may get an undercut, but then what'll happen is
hang on a minute, Pills. Sorry, Pills. We've missed something here. Rip the Beans is grayed out. Rip the Beans is grayed out.
He's chinned it. Yeah, he would have, yeah. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
chinned it.
Well, P10 here will start. And, well, Tabs will be licking his chops, which brings a bit of a segue to the championship tables. And let me just get some factual information before I start throwing guesstimates out there, Pills, which is not good at all. Let me just click on this. There you go. Yes. Rip the Beans on 253 points and Tabbed on 237. So, well, there you go, mate. There you go. I reckon Tab's eyes have lit right up. And, well, game on, as what Housey would say.
Well, you've got a cow on the EU side bottling it in a moment with peas, and you've got Rip the Beans trying to do the same over this side. So maybe back into the season, maybe they're getting a little bit shaky knees. And
well, I mean, the cats are getting a bit scratchy, aren't they there, Pills? As
they are.
As Miller
Problem
gains,
is, there's not enough races really too much. Well, I mean, unless they start binning it completely in the races, there's not enough races for me to for me personally. But Joftas can over our side.
Well, speaking of Joftas,
this side can as well.
He's in there. He's chatting away. He wants that number one.
Oh,
chatter.
stop on!
He wants that number one chatter. He said soft medium can be done here. Soft hard isn't a bad strat. Get clean air instead of coming out behind the guys at the start. That start on hards. And while the cat lives are running out, indeed, Joftas is saying 9 lives. Of course, the cat has 9 lives. And I wonder how many they've got left, of course. The two peas and beans, which is funny enough in itself. Both leading championships as Black Moon, a former full-time driver. Yes, he was a Cadbury driver. And there you go. He's letting everybody know in the chat that he was a Cadbury driver. And, well, done a stellar job when he was there. And, well, I do know he's been missing us there. And, well, great to see him back in the fold, of course. We're going to stick with Milligains. Milligains going to get all the airtime in the world here, Pills. And, well, just simply because he's the first one out on track. And, well, some boys like it, some boys don't. I know you're a big advocate for some airtime there, Pills.
That's because you never give it to me anywhere else.
You've got
I never get any airtime from you.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you've got your own self to blame there. I mean, I'm not the one in the car, mate. You know what I mean? So
the only time you did was when I started in P13. The only time you ever went to me.
Well, my favourite moment, honestly, folks, you've got to check it out. You've got to check this out. It was qualifying last season, the final race, Canada. And it wasn't the Wall of Champions. It was not the Wall of Champions.
This is why nobody likes you.
I forget what turn it was, but just before the end of before the start of the third sector there, coming through that quick sort of chicane, and on the left there, Pill's got a bit loose, and whack into the wall. Session over, and just as that happened, the new Portonian
came behind you.
Absolutely, Dropsess comes screaming by, realizes Pills, hits the brakes, Sebastian Vettel-esque like. And just to check if the fella was okay.
It wasn't Sebastian Vettel-esque, mate. It was nothing like that. The guy's a dick.
Anyway, let's sharpen up a bit here, Phils, because Milligains is out there and he's on a lap, and let's just see how he fares. And yes, of course, Droftas in the chat saying he was just making sure you were okay there, Pills. As Milligains, let's just see how he
hasn't
fares,
got that
mate.
sort of heart. He's cold-hearted.
Yeah.
Doesn't care if someone's okay.
It turned 16 approaching, and well, Milligains about to set our first time run here. A 31.6, a 31.6. Not too bad at all. Sando will be next here, Pills, and he's in that reserve livery. Such a fetching livery. The owner of that is Aylin, of course. He likes everyone knowing that he created that bad boy. A very good reserve livery this season there, Pills, as Sando sets a 1 minute 31. Whoa, wowee. Very, very close indeed. Tactical Genius with a 32.0 and Dino with a 31.6 as well. Jesus. Absolutely close here. 2-5 will be next. And of course, this is just their first runs. This will ramp up again. But here comes 2-5 with a 31.3 to get himself on the board. Suicide 5 will be next with a 31.9. So, well, not too bad at all from these boys, Pills.
No, not at all. Sandeezy coming down the back straight now as well, so he's only got 2 more corners to go. But this is what I want to say, if I can't say it, so I won't say it. It's tight. Let's just say that. It's just tight.
Yes, yeah. Well,
I was going to make a reference to what it would be
Pills, no, Pills.
I'm not going to.
Well, let's just keep an eye on this because Sandeezy getting all loosey-goosey. Coming out of 16, crosses the line. 31-0, P1, Jesus. He must have lost a bucket of time load there coming out of that last corner. But Chasey Dane's still in the garage. Taps around. And, young fella, he's just cool your jets there, mate.
He's been round, though.
Well, he's just got to cool his jets. His eyes have lit up knowing that Beansy is in P10. The last thing you would want is to not get it all together and start towards the the bottom list of this Q3 section, of course. That is not what you would want. We want to maximise. He would want to maximise here, and he's got plenty of time. It's only the first runs, of course. We're going to see all the boys go back into the pit lane. Bit of a splash and dash, bit of a sit in the garage for a little bit. As 2-5 doing the same thing. They're all full lights are screaming. So a bit of a lull in Q3 here, Pills. Yeah,
this always kind of obviously happens. You just want to wait until that track just gets to its best. But Chasey Dane, the only one who hasn't set a time yet, so I imagine he's smashed through all of his soft tyres and he's only got 1 set left.
Well, he's got a habit of doing this though, there, Pills. He does it quite often. He does tend to come out right at the cusp and, set his lap. Sandeezy doing the same thing. He'll make his way back to the pit lane. But not too bad first runs from all involved that set representative times, of course. And, very, very close indeed there, mate.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Obviously, Sandeezy setting an early pace in Q3 with a 31 flat. 2.5, 3 sets back. So obviously 2.5 in the mix here. He had a bit of a rough kind of mid-season, didn't he?
Yeah, he
Bless
did.
him.
Yeah, he did.
And then as I was watching from afar with you boys.
We know. We could see you there. We saw the love, Pills.
Tabs is obviously the one that will be improving the most. That's a guarantee. That Tabs will be in the fight for pole, but where Sandeezy lost it out of that last corner, you haven't got much time to gain it back because the line is like 15, 20 foot in front of you.
Yeah.
So, he might not gain as much as what he wants in there, but I'd say a 30.7.
Well,
when this track ramps up, it gets quick. That's all I'll say.
And we've got a new follower, Booney002. Welcome to the stream. Formula4Racing. This is the Aussie division. And, currently watching Milligains prep his car for this second run. And you were follower number 279? Was it 279 before? I'm not too sure. Call it 280. Why not? We'll call it 280. Welcome to the stream. And, yes, Formula4Racing, as I said before, Milligains. This is the lad I want to talk about here, though, Pills. He's really, really been impressive the last couple of weeks, as I did say before. And kind of a darkie, mate. He's just started to work out his bag of tricks that I know that he's got, and struggled early doors on this game. I had the pleasure of having a bit of a chat with him earlier on in the week, and he's kind of worked it all out. Finally, he's kind of kicking himself. It took him so long, but he is back, and he's back with a bang. And he's prepping himself. He's spewing that there's a new game coming within a month. But, there you go. So, Milligain's out there. This is his second run out there, of course. And, hoping to improve on a 131.691. And I'm sure all of these guys, most of these guys, will improve on their first run times.
Yeah, definitely. Pure sun now. There was a little bit of cloud cover before, but now it's pure sun. This track is going to get very, very quick. So whoever goes out last will obviously get the best of the track temperature. And we'll be able to get their softs kind of fired up just a little bit more. Milligain's obviously come through now to sector 2 and nearly 3 tenths up. So that puts him in, a 31.2, which is good enough P2 at the moment. With obviously DZ setting a 31 flat. But looked a very, very tidy lap from Milligain so far.
Yeah, absolutely there, mate. I was just going to wonder what was happening there with 2.5 and Is that Sandeezy in front of him about to get his lap underway? Very, very close. If they're both about to start a lap, I do believe. And, well...
Suicide Five's out. Suicide Five's in the wall.
Oh, that was
He's out.
He's out. Wow. We're going to stay
He's
with
out.
Milligains because Milligains is about to cross the line here, Pills. What's he got in the bag? A 31-2. Wow, great last sector. Improved all round. Fantastic from him. Tabbed, absolutely purpling the middle sector here. And, well, it's a lot better from the lad. Look at him go. And the Pot 1 oily boy, the Texicode boys. And, well, the UK counterparts are doing a stellar job. Tabbed has done a great job all season, of course. Milligains has finally turned up. It's so good to see him back up there. And, well, Tabbed doing his thing as Tabb does, of course. And, well, we are missing Ty Star tonight. And, yeah, there you go. So let's just see what Tabb's got. He's got one more corner to go here, Pills. Turn 16 approaching. Done and dusted. Oh, he's very close. I reckon he had more in the bag there, Pills. But there you go, a 30.7. And a lot better from Tabbed.
Just said I said a 30.7 for Power, just saying. So if these doesn't beat that, then I'm bang on it. Just saying.
Of course.
He's at the final corner. He was a 10th and a half up for sector 2. And he's going to be a 31.4 for tactical. Well, he's got time to go again, but I mean, personally, I probably wouldn't have. But, wouldn't have gone that early. Personally, I would have been crossing the line probably about now-ish.
Well, I do know, Pills, you're a big fan of a 1 minute 30, 1 minute, whatever it is, but 0.000. That gets your juices flowing. I do know that. And as 2-5 crosses the line, and does not improve. Must have made a bit of an... Oh, there you go. Must have been a bit of a side lap. I'm not too sure unless he made a mistake. But does not improve. He's still got time. This will be his last lap. Sandeezy, what's he doing out there? Well, level pegging with his first sector. Who is furthest along? Tabbed is, well, just slowed. Is he slowed right up? Let's just see. Yeah, he most certainly has.
Tabbed slowed, yeah. Milligains is in the pit lane. 2-5 is 200 just off on his next time. Tactical's 10th and a half down. Sando down as well, only by 300, sorry. So Tracy Dane's just started his lap. So I mean, they're all kind of like similar sort of vicinity, really.
Well, they certainly are, mate. Not too sure. Well, Dino's out there as well, and very close to his first sector time of his previous best. Sando, whoa, Sando. Not too sure if that was a bit of a lag spike, but yeah, there you go. There you go.
Sandeezy on the back straight here, Gav.
Yep.
That's the one to look out for. For me personally, I mean, this is all down to 2 corners now for Sandeezy to see if he can grab pole. I mean, it's tidy enough through there, but it's just got to be full. It's just got to be full send through here. Last lap you're going to get is full send, and it is going to be a 30.8. It's not enough.
It's not enough. It is not enough there, mate. Who was next? Who was next there? I think it's 2-5. It certainly is 2-5. Oh, flirt with track limits. I thought he was going to invalidate. What's he got? The 31.2 P3. Sando's lost it. Sando has lost it into turn 15. Dino will be next as Blue Dog saying that the chocolate has melted. That's pretty funny. As well, here we go. Dino out there on track. What's he got? Is he going to improve here, Pills? Is he going to improve? No, he's certainly not.
He would have, but he just invalidated.
That's exactly right. Look at the time. Casey Dane, the only one not to set a time yet, is about to set a time. And what's he got? He's at a 32.4 P9.
Well, I mean, that was a very, very, very anticlimactic, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, not too bad. I mean, look at Tabbed and Sandeezy. Very, very close between those two. And then, I mean, that's just a stellar lap. 2 stellar laps, of course. And there you go. The rest of them from P3 through to what is that? P7. Very, very close indeed. Suicide 5 made a little bit of an error. And I dare say he could have improved on his time. So it's kind of close there, my friend. And looking forward to a cracking race. Yes, exactly right there, Droft. Made a very, 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 very good point. Tabbed now 2 closer to Beans, of course, getting pole position.
That is true. That's very true.
So there you go. There you go. So the gap is reduced, and we haven't even got racing yet. As well, there you go. There you go. Looking forward to how. Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to how it shapes up, mate. I really am. It's going to go down to the wire. It really is. There's battles all through the grid. And from P1 through to P20, everyone jostling for spots, positions, and seeing where they finish, of course, for next season. And well, that is might as well announce it. That'll be happening shortly in the server for all the boys who are listening, of course. Not giving away too much. It's all it's all cards very close to our chest here, Pills. But yeah, that will be happening shortly. So keep your eye out there, boys. And yeah, get another one underway, of course, on the new game, which we are all looking forward to, Pills. I mean, say goodbye to this one. Hello to the new era of Formula One. And, well, 1st of July, believe it or not, 1st of July. Where the hell has this year gone, Pills? Ooh, where is Pills? Pills, you are on mute.
Yeah, I said I'd be back in a second. You just didn't listen to me again. I said I'd be back in 2 minutes.
I did it on purpose,
I
mate.
was.
Anyway, we've got we'll go through this. We'll go through this running order. Just keeping you on your toes there, Pills, as Droftas liked it.
I'm fully on my toes. Todd what Droftas thinks.
Oh, he said he liked it better that way. Anyway, tapped out there, P1,
sure he did.
Texaco, Sandeezy, P2, in the reserve livery, of course. Every time he's come out to race, he's won, believe it or not. And there you go, 2.5, P3. Great quality from him. Millie Gaines, P4 from Millie. And like I said, great to see him back up there. Really, really is. Tactical genius. We all know what tactical can do. P5 from him. Sando, P6, as Dino is in P7. One of your boys there, Pills, as well as tactical. I speak of none other than the Old Spice. P8 on return, of course. A bit of a hiatus from the game, but he's finding his love back. Is Mr. Altitude, Suicide 5. And the admin, well, the only one has gone the softs there, he appeals. And I'll be
having words with him later.
Rip the beans. P10 from him. Out of position. Made an error. And starting this one 10th. The best of the rest. Crazy Kiwi. A free tyre choice, obviously the medium, of course. It is a great tyre to start on. Now, the guys on the hards thinking maybe going rapid towards the end of this one. Mr. Fury Strat on the medium, P12 from him, as this is a very, very long lap here, folks. Your guy, JC, on debut, full-time drive, is in P13, opting to start on the hard compound. His compatriot, his teammate, Darkness Abyss, on the hard as well, P14, and Macedonian, P15 as well. P16, Johnny M4 on the medium, who has had a stellar run of late. Looking forward to seeing him do his thing.
Brad Beans has had a bit of a nightmare on this. Beans nearly spinned it in the formation.
What has happened there?
Go on, guys.
What has happened there?
I don't know, he lost it. What's going on here?
I'm not too sure, mate. I am
Crazy Kiwis around. I'll let you carry on with the rest of the day.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, righto. Lucky you don't get damage on a formation lap, but they should have been reset to the grid. I am not too sure what's happening there. And Black Moon, we welcome back Black Moon. As, yes, of course, if you were part of the stream earlier, he answered the call. He's home. His band practice was cancelled. And he's here. And, of course, well, there you go. Who is that? Who is that? Crazy Kiwi just looking to take his grid spot. So we're about to get set hit, Pills, for these famous 5 red lights here, bud.
Here we go. Long time.
Oh, we've got a new follower. Nick Man, welcome to the stream. We'll get to you in a minute as we're going to get this one underway. The boys have loaded in, just waiting for the final load in. And we're going to see these 5 red lights. Here we go, here, Pills. 3 lights, 4 lights. We've got 5 lights. And we go here at Shanghai International Circuit. Great launch there from Sandeezy, but Taft has matched it. Let's just see how they all fare going into turn 1. It is a sweep. Oh, there's contact. There's contact. There's contact. Who is that? Oh, there you go. There you go. So far, so good. Oh, there's wings everywhere, though, Pills. There's wings everywhere. There is a reserve livery with no wing. I don't know who that was.
Suicide 5. That's Suicide 5. Suicide 5 with no wing. And that is a... What? That was Milligains. Milligains in the wall. He's lost it on exit. And
he's got no front wing.
No wing either.
Well, look at this. Milligains has got no nose. There's wings everywhere. What is going on? What is going on? Black Moon, 5-second penalty for a severe collision. Well, there you go. There you go. Holy shit. Well,
I mean, what is going on here? There's more cars without front wings than actually have them. So, I mean...
Well,
but let's go. Let's focus back up to the top here. Let's say Tab
Pills.
Tab with a great start, and obviously Sandeezy matched it. Yes, Gav. Yes.
Sorry, mate. I just want to have a bit of a squeeze at this start, mate, because I do believe I did catch it. Let's just have a bit of a look. I don't know how far I got, but there you go. Oh, a bit of argy-bargy. Woohoo! Tactical whacked Suicide 5. That's what happened to him. And there you go. There you go. Oh, it's taken his nose right off. What a shame. What a shame. And there you go. Oh, Millie in the wall. You've seen all that as well, folks, as we go back to live screens.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolute carnage. I mean, I know China's one of those where you go into turn one, you think you have a little bit more room than you do. But normally you don't mean you take it a little bit easier. But these boys just going balls to the wall and just sending it. I mean, obviously, Tad with a good start, Sandeezy matching him.
Well,
see Sandeezy just pulling alongside it. And that's a great effort from Sandeezy. I mean, he's gone now alongside.
Oh, no. This is going to be close.
2-5 is close as well. 2-5's close as well here, Gav.
Absolutely. Tab's got to buy his time. No contact. There's a bit of a wheel bang. Just keep your cool, boys. Keep your cool, of course. Only lap two. And, well, guys off in the chat making funnies. KFC want their wings back. He reckons there's 2-5. Sees what's going on in front of him and thinks, holy moly, what do I do? Do I just kick back and wait for these boys to trip up on each other? As Sandeezy has comfortably taken the lead here now. Tab getting it all wrong into turn... Excuse me, I've just lost my train. I forgot what track that was. Anyway, moving on. As we'll flick down the order, Macedonian is all over Mr. Fury Strat. There's a bit of a break in the running order here, though, Pills, as Rip the Beans up into 5th position already.
You obviously all that carnage that happened has just suited Rip the Beans a lot here. But obviously 3.5 seconds back from the back of Sando, and all these four are all in each other's DRS. So what he will find is when DRS is enabled next lap, if he can't make up that time, he will lose so much now through the back straight and the start-finish straight. So it'll be a bit of a frustrating day for Rip the Beans if this stays the way it is.
Well, I mean, there you go. 2-5 had a bit of a sneak peek on Tab there. Just in the braking zone into turn 13. And, well, just did not get it done. Just maybe trying to distract the young fellow. Oh, who was that? Dino going very wide. Dino going very wide on the exit of 16, which will give Fury a bit of a run. He's a little bit too far back. DRS will be enabled this lap. And the boys will get cracking, of course. Chasey Dane trying to make the most of this soft compound, but it's just not worked, Pills. It's just not worked. And they're going to be feeling the pinch very, very shortly as Macedonian up in 8th as well. Fantastic from Bopton as well here, Pills. Up into 13th place. Suicide 5 after that, well, unfortunate contact that was made on him down in 17th. But he will enjoy it. He'll just have another crack and see where he ends up at the end. Macedonian still all over Fury here, mate.
Yeah, he is indeed. Obviously, now these boys are all behind Rip the Beans as well. So it's all down to the exits you get onto the DRS straight. And if Beans can just keep holding it, because you've got 8 tenths at the moment, but the detection, it comes now. So, and he just hasn't quite. I mean, he missed it by about 500, sorry. So, do you get DRS as well? No, it's not 3.
Yeah, DRS.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, there it is, yeah. But Fury Strat is all over the back of Dino. He had a great exit, but just smashing through his battery as well, which isn't ideal at the moment.
I'll tell you what, though, Pills. The Cat boys, they're doing the Cat thing. And Fury being a stellar wingman for Rip the Beans. And then I think Tab might be a little bit spewing that Milligane's made a bit of an error. And, lit up the rear end. We saw that on the replay. And, Milliganes finds himself down in 18th. I dare say Tab would have loved to have had him up there, just doing what Fury's doing with Beans, protecting his rear wing. And, there you go. Macedonian and Dino jostling for position here as well here, Pills. This is great racing from these two. Macedonian on the outside. What's he got? Approaching the end of the first sector. And, let's just see how he goes. He sends it on the inside. They're still side by side. What a move from Macedonian. It gets the job done up into 7th place.
Yeah, it's class racing for those two. Going through side by side for turn 1, straight into up into turn 3, 4, well, whatever. I mean, it depends what you want to call it. But into the right-hander. Macedonia got onto the grass a little bit and just opening that inside a little bit for Dino, but there's no real I can't speak. There's no real opportunity to send it there. So
Well,
Dino just has to fall behind, but Macedonia just losing the back end a little bit too much at the moment. So
yeah,
unless that back end's just a little bit tail happy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He is a little bit loose there, mate.
Just biding his time.
Bopton,
His time, Sandeezy.
I just wanted to say, Bopton is caught right up on
Dino's
Blue. What's going on? What's going on? Dino's out! Dino's out! Oh, he's not out. He's around.
He's only round. He's out.
I was going to say, Dino down in 13th. Bopton up into 12th. He's just got the job done on Blue Dog. Bopton up into 12th. Of course, Blue Dog on that hard compound. Going to take the pain a little bit early is the Blue Dog. And, well, there you go. There you go. Bopton up into 11th position. JC in 10th. Let's just have a look to see who the biggest movers are in this grid, of course. And there you go. Mr. Fury Strat up 7th. He's just, him and Beansy side by side. There is no team orders. What is going on here? What is going on here? Oh my God. There you go. Fury taking the lead and up 7 places. Macedonian up 8 places. Blue Dog up 7. Bopton up 7. And, well, there you go. Mr. Fury Strat down, up, down, up, down, up. And Tactical Genius down 11 places. Milligains down 14.
They're just costing each other time here.
Absolutely,
They're
mate.
just costing each other time to the back of Sando. I mean, they're losing time as it is with the whole DRS. With not getting DRS.
Beansy made a mistake. Beansy made a mistake, and now he's got Macedonian all over him. Holy moly. Oh, Jesus. I don't know what's happening with these cat boys, but I'll tell you what. I reckon they're having a bit of a cat fight. Macedonian's fuel light is on. He is banking on a safety car. Awesome fuel saving, at least here, Pills. And, well, there you go. Energetic is in the chat. Welcome, mate. Great to see you. And he's going to be on the grid again. Great. I hope he has a, well, stellar race, of course. The UK boys do battle at this very track, but they're round 19, not round 18 like us. And, yes, 8 p.m. BST. UK time, of course, and well, there you go.
Chase his round. I mean, that's just the soft tyres going to go off now, so he needs to get himself in and get on a set of mediums or possibly hards.
Well, there you go.
Personally, I'll go medium, but he probably might chuck on the hards and try and go to the end of the Grand Prix. It's 5.2 now to gap from Sando to Fury Strat, so they are definitely losing time there, guys. Hand over fist now.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Look at the gap drop. Like, I mean, Sando is dropping them by tenths per lap. I think when they were first battling, it was at about 4.3. So far, nearly a second. And it's only been about a lap and a half. And yes, Rofdas, you are spot on. But absolutely, as Tabbed and Sandeezy, well, they're still all hanging on to that DRS zone, aren't they there, Pills? The top 4, there is a DRS train. And, well, I mean, it's the ultimate canceller. And, well, I mean, if they're going to do what they're going to do, swap and swap again, the front 2. Just take turns in leading this pack here, mate.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Sandeezy has had the best of it, and that's Milligains. That's in the pit lane. So Milligains is pit and quit. Don't know why. Strange one to me, because you just lose. You don't just lose yourself points, you lose the team points as well. That's how I see it. So yeah, I mean Milligains out of the Grand Prix.
There you go.
And B's getting past Fury Strat. So Milligains will face the wrath of the stewards. Well, only got Walker in there. I mean, it's not going to end too well. The Tab now lining up Sandeezy into turn 1 here. And he's in the inside. I think he's gotten the job done. He has gotten the job done. Will Sandeezy try and go back underneath him? Oh, I think Tab's just shut the door a little bit there. But good racing again. And Tab now taking the lead of the race, but with about 30% more battery usage than Sandeezy.
Fair enough, mate. As we've got Nick Man in the chat. And, well, we all know what he's like. But what do you mean by that? The Cat Boys tripping over each other and costing each other time. Mr. Fury Strat is now the, nearly into the back of Macedonian there. But I'll tell you what, he's lost out here, mate. They've cost each other bucket loads of time. And Rip the Beans does have a time penalty next to his name They say it's 3 seconds. It most certainly is. As Sandeezy
Easy.
gets a 3-second time penalty, and 2-5 takes P2. What has gone on here, mate? What has gone on? As Sando, has he made a mistake? Has he made a mistake? Has he got damage? No, he certainly does not. He's just, well, there you go. There you go. Track time penalty and lost the position. So that's not going to help his cause whatsoever there, Pills.
No, and there's a Sector 3 yellow flag, but that's Fury Strat. That's Fury Strat. Fury Strat's gone around, so now that promotes your guy JC and Darkness, and you see the Cadbury boys. Well, he said one of them said it. The chocolate's melted. I mean, someone's chucked it back in the fridge again because they're in 2nd, 6th, 7th, and 8th. So absolutely, there, mate. As never pre-bag.
Well, what's going on here? Rip the Beans, Macedonian, side by side. Oh, there you go. Oh, Beezy up in a holds that position. Macedonian's on a charge here, Pills. He is absolutely on a charge. The boy's alive. And must love this track. He's all over Beans like a rash here, mate. Absolutely sending it. Oh, look at that. He's touched. Oh, but you want to be careful there, Masso. Just bite your time. There's no way to pass through there. It's all about exits. It's all about exits. And look at the launch he's got. What's going on here? Masso is absolutely sending it. Around the outside, can he get the job done, Pills? Can he get the job done? Oh, a little bit of wheel banging. Absolutely sending it.
Yeah, he's going to get it done. He's going to get it done for the inside of his left-hander. But
great move.
The problem he's going to have, mate, is that he's just given Beans the DRS for the back straight.
Well, that's exactly right, but he's costing Beans time. And he's costing Beans time. Let's not forget, he does have a time penalty, and we all know how they don't work out towards the end of the race. And, well, there you go. There you go. And, well, yeah, absolutely, Droft. Yeah, the fuel light has been on. We did comment on that earlier. He's going to have to do some fuel saving, of course. He's banking on a safety car as well, or that as well. But either way, if the safety car doesn't come, he's going to be sore towards the end of this race. As Rip the Beans with the DRS. Here we go. Easy overtake using the track to advantage. Macedonian trying to tuck in to get a bit of a tow. And, well, there you go. There you go.
But he's still close right up to the back of him, and Darkness is now past Fury, and well, they're having a bit of a ding dong. Fury just comes back up underneath him. As Darkness was a little bit too late on the brakes, and those hard tyres obviously just not gripping as much as he wants to. But look back up the top, and I mean, Sandeezy is just climbing over the back of 2-5's rear end at the moment, and that is a place you don't want to be at times. But Blue Dog is boxing up the inside, and Dino will want to be picking up any scraps from these two if there is a little bit of contact. And then you've got Brad Sage 5.9 behind. And I mean, the gaps down the bottom are pretty large, but the ones at the top really aren't that big.
No, mate, no, not at all.
6.8 to Beans. So, I mean,
so
if this stays as it is for the whole Grand Prix, Gav, I mean, it's going to get a tasty last few laps.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate, Rip the Beans, I tell you what, he would be absolutely spewing. Absolutely spewing. He was tripping over his teammate there for a little bit. As Macedonian is still trying to hang on the back. I think Rip the Beans has thought, you know what, I've really got to get my head down here and start putting in these laps. If I'm any chance to start catching, he does know he does have a time penalty, so that's not going to help, as we touched on before. As we'll flick back down to Dino, because he's looking to make a move on Bopton. Bopton, Blue Dog, having their battle of their own. Dino is, well, there he is there, on the medium, of course, and I reckon this DRS zone is going to cancel each other out. Oh, he's run a little bit wide, has Dino. And, well, he's got plenty of ERSs, Dino, and, well, he's doing the right thing, using it to overtake, of course. And, well, they've been swapping again as Blue Dog just lost 2 positions as Dino's gone deep. No, he hasn't. What a move from Dino. What a move from Dino. But Bopton's not done. Bopton is not done there, side by side. Into 16. Who's going to... Oh, there you go. Oh, I thought they were going to go in to turn 16 side by side. Dino goes in the pit lane. And, well, there you go there, Pills.
Well, I mean, that's definite medium hard there. For me personally, I feel like 10 laps is a little bit too early to come in, but it depends what their tyre wear is. I was having a look at...
Did he get a front wing? Sorry, mate. Did he get a front wing? I'm not too sure.
No, it's straight in, straight out. Straight out.
There you go.
But what I was looking at before Beans came in is... I knew it was bad, but he lost 6 tenths. I didn't realise it was going to be like... I thought it would be like 4 to maybe 5 tenths, but that extra tenth to make it 6 tenths, to me, down the back straight is what he lost to Sando with DRS.
Well,
without DRS, sorry.
I tell you what, though, mate. Rip the Beans boxing, putting the hard compound on. Look where he is. Let's just have a look at the leader's time. He is 31.3 seconds from the lead. And, well, a pit stop around here, you probably lose around about 20 seconds. Is in tyre change out, about 18 to 20 seconds. And so there is plenty up the sleeve there. And him being on the hard compound, though, Pills, is definitely going to hurt, mate, especially being down in traffic.
Stand easy. Sorry, Gav. Stand easy is just past 2.5 into the braking zone of the hairpin. But these four boys go around again. So, I mean, hey, unless they know something that we don't, these boys aren't boxing as of yet. Unless they're going to go for the medium soft, but it's possible as well. But it's probably the hardest strategy to do around here.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's interesting to see what they're doing out there, to say the least. There's still a lot of boys out there on their starting rubber, of course. And, well, it is the top 10. The top 10 are on the starting rubber. So, of course, the boys on the hard is, well, not relevant. They're going to go a lot longer, of course. And, well, they'll probably be looking to do a hard soft if they possibly can and stretch this hard compound. I do know a few of them out there are very good at stretching some tyres. Sandeezy's just biding his time, I do believe, here behind Tabbed. But he does have that time penalty, which is going to hurt him, of course. And Macedonian having a great drive up in a 5th position.
Yeah, one thing. 2.5 could have just lost DRS to the back of Sandeezy. He needs the best exit here. He hasn't got it. But Sando is also not in DRS 2.5. So 2.5 will have a bit of a reprieve with Sando not being in the DRS. But I mean, he's just getting the time back. Oh no, he's got it. He has got it.
He has got it. I was going to say, what are you talking about? Yeah, they've both got it. Sando's got it as well. He was at the detection point within the second, and there you go. Using the DRS zone.
That's like 1.5.
using the DRS zone. Sandeezy gets by at Tabbed, and that is job done. Now, these two are going to probably... Sandeezy with a massive tank slapper coming out of 16. And, well, these boys have been doing this all Grand Prix as we welcome old footy bender, footy dad, old boy, whatever you want to call him. He's in there. He's saying, what's up? I think he'll be back next week. And who was that? Your guy, JC. All loosey-goosey coming out of 16 as well. And that is an easy pass for Mr. Fury Strat up into P6. And, well, there you go there, Pills. There you go. The top 10 yet to stop still. And, of course, Brad Teague did stop on that first lap, of course. Finds himself in a P11. Not a bad recovery drive here, Pills.
No, it's not at all. Not at all. I mean, him and Blue Dog did a great job coming back for, I think, what was it, 18th and, 17th and 19th on it in the end because Flame joined late. But the gap I'm looking at, Gav, is Rip the Beans. I mean, it's still 30.2 seconds.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, absolutely.
It's not coming down enough, is it, really, at the moment? You know, there's still a little bit of life left in those medium tyres, plus the DRS that they're getting as well. So, I mean, he needs that to come back to him pretty much ASAP.
Well, I mean,
for those cars to kind of come into their own.
And let's not forget, he already does have that 3 seconds to his name, and it's all about keeping it clean, Pills. It's all about keeping it clean because he does not want another one either. He does have his teammate in Brad Tay in front of him, and a bit of a toe point. This will be Brad Tay is a great Brad Tay Blue Dog, great teammates, and Fury Strat as well. But Fury, this Grand Prix, I tell you what, did not play the team game, and I don't know if they're in chat together or what the hell was going on there. Oh, Bupton! Bupton! Oh, Bupton's out! Bupton's out! Bupton's out! Bupton's out! Holy shit! That was full on! As, well, Bopton is out. Is a yellow flag in Sector 3. He's well off the track. We are under green again. This is not reason for a safety car. I dare say we're going to push on. Whoa! Tactical Genius all loose as well. Coming out. Holy moly. Out of 13, and Bopton's wall gets named again in, where are we? In China. And, well, I'm not going to say it, but old boy says it best. 2.5 is certainly out of DRS there. And, well, dropping off a little bit. Mr. Fury Strat finds himself up into 4th place.
Sorry, Gav. And Sando has box in that time as well. And he's come out in front of Beans. So it hasn't really been the few laps.
He hasn't just come out in front. He's come out 4 seconds in front.
He's come out 4.1.
Yeah.
So it hasn't really worked out for Beans at the moment. And Sando's in DRS of Blue Dog. So unless Blue Dog is just going to hold him up and push him back into the path of Beans, Beans could be in for a long afternoon still.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, Tab trying to maximise, of course. We have touched on this many times before. Tab is the chasing man. He's trying to hunt down the championship leader in Rip the Beans. And, well, look at the closing speed on Tab. Jesus, late on the brakes from Tab. And absolutely sending it. He's pushing. The young fella loves to push. He does love to push. And he's in the pits. Tab is boxing. Tab is boxing. He is covering. He is absolutely covering. And, well, there you go. He is in the pit lane. Sandeezy going one more time around, thinking the overcut. But as you and I know, Pills, the undercut here is premium.
It is indeed. And Johnny M4 just had a bit of a spin coming out of the start of Sector 2, sorry. So, I mean, his time is going to be red hot at the moment. But, yeah, I mean, we're looking back at the top, and where's Sando? Because he is... And 2.5's in as well. So 2.5 followed, tabbed in. And Sando's going to be pretty much as you are.
Pretty much, mate.
Definitely as you are.
Pretty much. So tabbed at the moment is a net P1. Let's just see the time to the leader, of course. He's 23.1 seconds at the moment. And there you go. I dare say Sandeezy may be boxing this lap here, Pills, because we do know I know he's in clean air. But we do know that the undercut here is absolutely premium, as we did touch on before. Your guy, JC, yet to box. Of course, the guys you see on 13 laps, Old Rubber, is the guys yet to stop. Your guy, JC, P3, is chasing Fury. He's chasing Fury. These mediums are dead. They're not dead, but they're dying, Pills. And the hards are just saying, hello, boys. I'm here, ready to go. And you're going to see that's what's happening at the moment. Darkness Abyss, another great showing from him, of course. Started on the hards. You do take the punishment early doors, but they do come back into the fold. So, well, going a little bit different at the start.
Easy's going round. Easy goes round again.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going around again.
This is not... If he gets to lap 20...
Tabbed is catching.
He is, but he will have... If he can get to lap 20-21, he'll put on a soft mate, and he will be so quick for the last 7. Because obviously he'll have a fuel load as well.
Yeah, well,
so he won't wear as much. So
that's probably what he's aiming for.
I mean, I'll
tell you what, though, Pills. As Sando gets a 3-second time penalty. Ouch! That's not going to help his cause, but he's still there in P7. Trying to hunt down 2.5. 2.5 having a great race. At the moment, a net P2 with penalties, and well, that's just off the top of my head. But there you go. There you go. These boys here, I think Darkness Abyss will be doing, these boys that started on the hard compound will be doing a hard, soft run. They can easily push these to lap 22, but whatever they want, really. To be fair, though, Pills, they are on the longevity of the hard compound, who have really just fired up. And, well, I think this race is about to swing around here, mate. It's very interesting out there what is going on with strategies, of course. Macedonian, was that a bit loose? It certainly was. But he's chasing down Brad Tay. This is Capri versus Cat. And he's still got that yellow fuel light, Pills. He's still got it. He's still got a fuel save. Jesus. We haven't had a safety car yet, and that's what he's banking on. Because, well, he finds himself in P11. Rip the Beans has got his teammate Blue Dog for company just in front of him. And I dare say Rip the Beans should get this job done very soon. He does still have that time penalty, of course. Nothing's changed there. And Blue Dog, well, out of DRS, Rip the Beans in at his teammate. And this will just be a nice tow along. And they get out of each other. Well, Blue Dog holds true. Rip the Beans pulls out. And there you go, up in the 8th position. And, well, he's got Sando is the next target, of course. Sandeezy's gone around again there, Pills. As you did touch on, his tyre life, he's pretty good on his tyres, is Sandeezy. And let's just see the distance between him and Tab. It is coming down, Pills. It is coming down, but you are right. He will be rapid on that soft compound towards the end, if that's the way he goes.
Oh, Tab just needs to stay a little bit patient here. I mean, he couldn't get the job done last lap on Darkness. He just needs to bide his time. Because he will be in the driving seat, really. If he can get a car in between him and DZ for when DZ does actually box. And, I mean, it's all swings and roundabouts at the moment, isn't it? I mean, I can't believe some of the strategies I'm seeing. But, for me personally, I medium stuff around here sometimes doesn't actually work. But, I mean, you see Sandeezy just hand over fist, just ripping time out of Fury at the moment.
Oh, Tab's going to make a move. Oh, no, he's not. He's thought better of it. He's thought better of it. Oh, he's racing smart. He's tapped. Use the track, young fella. Use the track. There is a DRS zone approaching. It is crazy to put your nose where it's not wanted. He thought better of it. He was about to make a move. And then I think he realised, what am I doing? There's a DRS zone. I'm absolutely going to send it here. As Darkness Abyss is moving over. Well, there you go. Giving a car's width is exactly what he's got to do. And that's all he gave his Darkness. Put his elbows out there, no pills. And, well, Tab got by him quite comfortably in the end. Your guy, JC, finally boxes. Why is he boxing now? Is that a little bit early? Pills?
Why it is? Darkness is box as well. But, I mean, you're just giving away any advantage you had.
Yeah. That is exactly right. That's it's interesting. I
don't understand.
And they've gone on the medium. They've gone on the medium. They could have hung out a couple more laps, put the softs on and been rapid towards the end, as you were touching on just before. The gaps have slowly opened up here a little bit here, Pills. As let's just see what is going on here. Suicide 5 finding himself up into P10 on 14 lap old mediums. They've got to be coming towards the end of their life. Your guy, JC, coming out of the box in P11, of course, on a fresh set, and that will take him to the end.
It will indeed. Tab's gained 3/10 so far this lap alone on the back of Fury. So obviously, that's just the advantage of 16 lap old mediums to 2 lap old hards. 2-5 was doing a great job in P4, and Sando with a penalty in P5. Beans just is. The gap stayed the same.
Oh, have a look at this, Pills. Have a look at this. Darkness Abyss and Chasey Dane. Oh, Darkness around the outside. What a move from Darkness Abyss. Gets that job done on fresh mediums. And, Chasey Dane on the hard compound. And that's the problem with the hard. They do last long, but just the corner speed is very, very poor, especially at a high-speed track. And, Darkness Abyss making the most of it. As we'll go back up to your guy, JC. He's on the hunt. You've got Suicide 5 on the right-hand side of the track. Of course, your guy, JC, with the DRS wide open. And I reckon we're going to see Suicide 5 box any lap now, mate, because he's on 14 lap-old mediums, and we do know, still can go a few more laps. Let's just see what he does. Going to stay out a little bit longer. I reckon he's going to go the softest towards the end. Blue Dog is in as well on 17 lap-old. He's got to put the softs, you reckon? What do you think here, Pills?
No, I don't know. I mean, you can do, I think it'd be he's
medium.
Has he already boxed once? Have a look.
Hang on a minute here, Pills. Hang on a minute, because Tabbed is all over Fury. Look at the speed Tabbed's got. Look at the speed he has got. I'll tell you what, mate. He has come alive. This one, absolutely come alive. He's going to bide his time. It's all about the exit coming out of 13. Pills, all about the exit coming out of 13 with that DRS zone approaching. The zone approaching. It should be an easy take as Junior has joined the Twitch chat. Welcome, Junior. Good to see you, my friend. And hoping to see you back on the grid very, very shortly, of course. As Tabbed, let's just see. Fury's going to make his car wide. Which way is he going? Oh, Tabbed! I didn't know which way to go. Fury's going to hang in there. Fury takes the inside line, Tabbed around the outside, doesn't matter. Gets that job done, up in a P2. And, he's just got to put in some laps now, mate. This is as good as his. Absolutely as good as his. He is 20.2 seconds behind Sandeezy, who does have a time penalty and who is yet to stop, of course. Mr. Fury Strat, yet to stop, of course. And, there you go. Brad Tay is not going to make it on those hard tyres. Unfortunately, he will need to stop again, I do believe. And, there you go. Blue Dog taking the pain a little bit earlier. 2-5 on 4 lap old Haas. Look at him come alive now. He's all over the back of Fury. And, this is going to be another pass, I dare say, any minute. Fury would want to be doing his best to hang on to... Oh, no, he's just dropped out of it. He has dropped out of that DRS zone. And this is what 2-5 will be loving, licking his chops, thinking, you know what, I'll just sit here for a few more corners and I will get you on the back straight, my friend. And I dare say this is a pass about to happen as, your guy JC chasing down Brad Tay here, Pills.
Mate, yeah, he is. But the big thing, Sandeezy needs to come in. Those tyres are shot. You can see the graining on him into the centre of the tyres, front and rears. And at this point, Tab's taking a second out of him. You've got to come in now. It just minimise the damage, but he goes down again. So,
I'll tell you what,
I mean,
he's looking to go medium soft. He's done.
If this has got to be a lap, he comes in.
Oh, hang on a minute. 2-5. 2-5 on Fury. Strat gets the job done on the back straight, as I did say before there, Pills. And easy pickings for that lad on fresh hards. He should be able to pull away now and get well and truly out of that DRS zone. Oh, he's gone a little bit wide. Flirting with track limits is the 2-5. Fury will have DRS. He's too far back, though, Pills. He's way too far back. 2-5 will hang on to that one. And now it's just all about keeping it clean, keeping it consistent in this twisty part of the first sector. Very, very easy to lose a lot of time here, mate. And, well, 2-5 doing a stellar job.
Yeah, he is. He really is. I mean, Fury, obviously, with those tyres coming out of the slow speed corners are going to feel horrendous. And Sando really needs to get a move on here just to kind of get past him. And cement that kind of fourth place that he had before, obviously, before he boxed. But Tav's taken 4 tenths out of DZ this lap alone. It's 19.2. If we're saying it's about 20 seconds, 21 seconds, I mean, he's always going to have his 2. It's going to be 2 seconds. So you're better off coming in now, for me personally. And we'll see what happens. But, I mean, Beans is 4.2 behind Sando. Time penalty ain't going to help. Macedonian and JC are doing a great job in 7th and 8th.
Well, we're going to sit with I'm going to sit with Chasey Dane and Tactical Genius. I've got to put the driver of the day vote in, Pills. Just yell out what you want, mate. Where you want the camera to sit when it happens. But yeah,
I want to put it on DZ. Put it on DZ. He's boxing. DZ's boxing. So this is where we want to be. Tab now coming out of penultimate corner now. With the final corner left to go, it is the sauce for DZ. So he's about to set this track absolutely alight. Tab coming down the start finish straight now. DZ is near the end of the pit lane. But Tab will fly by. And 2-5 is 2-5 by? 2-5 did get through as well. So the Fury Strat just couldn't quite get DZ. So that helps Sandeezy out a little bit. Sando's still 1.5 behind Mr. Fury Strat, but obviously Fury Strat has to box still. But Sandeezy 1.1. That gap will drop so quickly now for us. Behind 2.5, and then it'd be another 1.5. Crazy King picking up a 3-second time penalty. And it's under the step now, so Sandeezy will get the DRS on the back of 2.5. And I mean, the grip on those tyres is just an absolute choke at the moment. Suicide 5 at a 34 flat will set the fastest lap of the race so far. And he is down in P14. So, I mean, it's just not been a great race from Suicide 5, but he slowly works his way back. But Sandeezy climbing over 2.5, and Tabs has got to be worried here. Look at the grit, the purchase Sandeezy has. Takes to the inside of 2.5. This move done before the DRS already. And, well, I mean, he's going to set after Tab, and we've got 7 laps here. I mean, for me, it's all over and done with now. Like, with the pace Sandeezy has. Sando now half second, and Fury Strat has just gone deep a little bit.
Oh,
and Fury's around!
Fury's around! Oh no! No! I reckon that's dead tyres though, Pills. Dead tyres! He's around again! Fury's out! This could be safety car. This is a safety car! Holy moly, this is changing everything!
Oh, God.
Oh, your guy JC, first one to blink, sees it in the pit lane! And there you go, absolutely mayhem! Well, Fury whack into the wall. And, well, the driver of the day vote has gone out, folks. You can vote for Tab, 2.5, Macedonian, Blue Dog, and your guy JC. There your votes, get them in. They will determine our driver of the day, folks. But there you go, safety car. Woohoo!
That has screwed Sandeezy's race.
Absolutely has. Absolutely, he would be spewing that has happened right now. And, well. Now, you would stay out there.
The only person that says is his teammate, Rip the Beans. Saves his teammate. Obviously gets him back into it. You can have a little bit of a fight with Sando. Obviously, there's a couple of people with time penalties.
I mean, he's got a time penalty, and it's going to be, 4 laps of green. And 4 laps of green, roughly, we'll just say that. And 1 lap of DRS with a 3-second time penalty. The field close. I don't think it's helped him. I think it's done him. It's not helped him at all. He does have that time penalty.
I think, well, no, because if you can fight Sando, get in front of him.
If you look at the boys,
there's still an extra place.
He's got boys on the soft compound behind him. You've got Macedonian on a fresh set of softs. Your guy JC on a fresh set of softs. You got Dino, Darkness Abyss on fresh set of softs. Mate, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. As the leaders is boxing. Absolutely. The leaders are boxing. Let's just see who is relevant. Your guy JC. Where is he? He's on. Oh, this is comfortable anyway. This is comfortable anyway. So there you go. Tabbed will stay P2. He'll catch right up to Deezy. He'll have fresh sets. This is Tab's race now. This is Tab's race now, mate. Sam Deezy has that 3-second time penalty under safety car. They will be nose to stern. And we know how much pace this lad's got. This guy took pole position. Let's not forget. He took pole position. And this is on, mate. This is on. Rip the beans with that time penalty. It's going to hurt, mate. It's going to hurt. The only saving grace is he does have speed. And he is there, but he does have that that time penalty. And, well, he's just going to drop. And, of course, Tabbed already gaining 2 spots. 2 points on Rip the Beans already for taking pole position, of course. Safety car here, Pills. Lap 23 of 28. And, well, get your votes in, folks. You're going to determine our driver of the day, nevertheless. And as I did touch on before, you can vote for Tabbed, 2-5, Macedonian, Blue Dog, and your guy, JC.
Going to be some elbows out here, though. Final few laps. I mean, stewards could end up being quite busy.
Spices it right up, doesn't it,
I mean, it's going to get... There could be some desperation coming in here.
Well,
but we hope not. We hope not. If there is, and it's clean. If it,
they know what they're doing.
Desperation's fine unless it's clean. Desperation's fine. That's what I'm going to say. But I mean, that safety car is pretty much critical for Tab because he would have been left for dead in a lap.
Yeah, pretty much. But well, I really think it's hurt Beans. To be fair, I really do think it has. I could be wrong. But I think it has, mate. I think it has. As we still wait for the field to go. We're going to go around another 2 more laps, I reckon, here, mate. Fury Strat leaves the session. And there you go. Done and dusted. Bopton out. Milligain's out. Fury out. And we are left with 17. 17 as, well, there you go. Tabbed with, well, half the votes of 2-5. 2-5 leading this vote at the moment. Get your votes in, folks. Get your votes in. This will determine it. 2-5 having a stellar race. Very, very good race. They're in P3. He really is. Clean skin. The clean skins do pull at my heartstrings there, Pills, because that is half the battle, mate. That is half the battle. No penalties on a Grand Prix is it's the way to go, mate, of course.
Key.
And that's right.
Of course it is.
So a little bit to play out.
Has a drive-through, sorry.
Let's have a look.
That's the one thing we haven't... Blackwing has a drive-through, so that is that's his race pretty much over and done with.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's all right, though. That is okay. He's just filling in. He filled in. He got the call late. He hasn't been on the game in a long time. And, well, he's there. He's there. And great to have him back part of the grid, mate. P15 at the moment. Let's just see how he fares as this one goes on, of course. You did say you got to drive through. Well.
Yeah. There's a very good chance. There's a chance it comes in at the end.
Absolutely spot on. I didn't even see that. I do apologise. Well, I must have been distracted. I'll put it up again as we've got a follower, Thomas Rona. Rona. What a name. Welcome to the stream. I hope I got that right. Formula 4 Racing. This is the Aussie division. The follower number 282. Very good. Welcome. We've got the UK boys going to tackle this track. 8 p.m. BST as well. I'll be your host, Semi Skate.
This is true.
And Mr. Pillars is the Pot 1 Old Spice driver. He'll be out there on track as well. You don't mind this track, Pills. I know that. And
that's all right, mate. I'm pretty handy, but so's Peas, so's Droth. So
yes,
I mean,
yes.
It'll be the freeway fight that we've had all season. But hope I can get on top of it later. But doubt I will. But we'll tackle that one later. I think we're a bit more concerned now. I think we are going to go one more, but they have all caught up. So it'll be next lap here.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. As we still keep an eye on what's going on here. Safety car's going to be out for another lap here, Pills. And the penalties are starting to come in, of course. A lot of them at the bottom of the list. And, well, I mean, you can't really go much further than the bottom, of course. And that's no disrespect to these boys, of course. But it'll be nose to stern. And time penalties will probably cancel out time penalties there. As, well, this field bunches up. And I'm looking forward to it going green here, Pills. Because, mate, I tell you what, it is going to be epic racing. We've got Rip the Beans currently leading this championship. Well, prior to this Grand Prix by 14 points, I do believe it was. And, well, I'll just bring that up again on my eyes so I don't get that wrong. But let's just check. 15 points, 16 points. He's leading and, well, Tabbed catching, caught 2 points, of course, for taking pole position here. And, well, he's the man chasing. He is the man chasing. This is where it's all about. This is round 18. We've got 4 more rounds after this one. This one is alive. There are battles throughout this whole grid on jostling for these final positions, of course. And, well, there you go. Absolutely stunning drive. 2-5, doing a very, very good job, leading the driver of the day. And, well, let's just see if he can keep it all together. This is high pressure, high stakes. Boys starting to warm up their tyres. We're about to go green here, Pills. And we're going to stay with Tab, not to give the boys any inkling when Sandeezy is going to go, of course. Would not be fair to Sandeezy. So Tabbed, of course, yes, knowing that Sandeezy has that time penalty. Oh, he'll be on the hunt, mate. He'll be on the hunt. Knowing Tabbed, he'll probably going to get it done on track. But we'll just see how this one pans out. We do know Sandeezy's letting the safety car absolutely go here. Backing up the pack, well, good and proper. And, well, let's just see when he's going to call it quits, of course, because that left-hander in the pit lane for that safety car, it does take its time, Pills, to get around there. And, well, that's what Sandeezy knows. Look how far back he is, winding them all up and just building anticipation is what Sandeezy is doing.
I mean, the best place to go, if you can nail the last corner, is just out. It's pretty much halfway between the penultimate and the last. That is the best place to go. Because if you can nail it and someone else doesn't, you gain a bit of time. Well, you do gain the time there. Deezy's gone. Deezy's gone now.
Has he gone now?
Deezy's gone now.
Well, he tried to catch Tab.
I mean,
that's a bizarre place to go.
He's got 8 tenths. He's got 8 tenths already.
Oh, he caught Tab napping. But Tab down the braking zone. Caught up a little bit. He still can't overtake. But he caught him napping from going there. Absolutely stunning from Sandeezy. His task is to get 3 seconds on Tabbed. I don't like his chances in 2 laps. 2-5 has done it well as well. And what is going on here? Your guy, JC. Well, I reckon that's team orders there, mate. I reckon that is team orders. Macedonian up in a 6th. Your guy, JC, up down into 7th. And Dino getting by Brad Tay. Brad Tay on the inside. Is he going to keep it? He certainly is. But Dino with that soft compound. And look at darkness all over Brad Tay. Brad Tay getting swamped, Bills.
Yeah, he will. Those medium tyres will have nothing compared to the softs here for the last 2 laps. So Brad Tay and Chasey Dane will probably will be getting some punishment here from the rest of the grid. Beans is climbing all over the back of Sando. Sando is 1 second out of the back of 2-5, but there will be no DRS. So that's
no
pretty
DRS.
much irrelevant now.
DRS.
So it's just down to straight speed now, and Tabs is now half a second behind Sandeezy. This is Tabs to win 2-5. If he can just hang on, it'll be a great second place for himself.
Absolutely there, Pills. And 2-5 winning the driver of the day as voted by you, the fans. Fantastic. The Mamba gets his driver of the day. Let's just see if he can go. He's obviously going to gain another position, of course, with Sandeezy with that time penalty. He doesn't have to worry about his tail too much. But I tell you what, Sando and Rip the Beans both do, of course. Both with time penalties there, Pills. They might drop like a stone come towards the end of the race.
There's a very good possibility they will. Deezy getting a little bit wayward out of a final corner. Tab just closing up just a little bit more. So that's fastest lap with a 1:32.7. So Tab is flying at the moment. And I mean, personally, it's nice to win it on track, but
of course, yes.
Sometimes when you're in a championship battle, the best thing you can do, if a guy leading it has a penalty, just sit there.
Well, of course,
just sit there.
I mean, Pills, you know best. You have won a championship here before. Season 1, the champ here. I was going to say VFR Fillers.
Yeah.
The Amigo, the infamous one, and formerly known as Infamous Pillars. But yes, Season 1 champ, and knows how it's done, of course. But yes, doing his thing, giving you a great insight on what it takes, Sandeezy, I don't think he's got enough here, Pills. I think Tabbed, obviously, he's just going to bide his time a little bit. It'd be crazy to risk his wing. And if there is going to be DRS available on that last lap, you would just bite your time, use the track to your advantage, and get the job done on the very last lap. Quite easy picking. Sandeezy, depending on which way he's going to go, is he going to relinquish track position to sort of play funny buggers with Tabbed? I don't think so. But there you go. Fantastic racing so far. What is happening here? Your guy, JC, still hanging on the back of Macedonian. Oh, I'll tell you what. Oh, it's getting close here, Pills. He's 2 seconds off with the Beans. He is 2 seconds off with the Beans. And Beansy needs to find a second on the last lap. We're on the last lap.
And we have got DRS. We have got DRS. Oh, this is going to be bad. This could be make or break. But I mean, Tab will obviously get the win here. Beans could be okay here with that DRS now coming into it. Beans could be okay. He could just take 5th. So,
well, that's
it
the
might
thing.
not be so bad in the end.
But hang on a minute. Oh, 2.2 pills. 2.2 pills. And he's got 3/4 of a lap to go. Well, sorry, 2/3 of a lap to go.
The only thing that Beans is going to struggle with now is a bit of dirty air through here. And obviously Macedonian won't have that. He'll have a bit of clean air to come through, but he needs to push it. Macedonian just needs to throw it in absolutely everywhere.
Oh, he will know this. He will absolutely know this. He'll be keeping an eye on that timing tree, knowing that Beans does have a time penalty. He knows the score. He's just got to keep pushing. And, well, how much ERS does he have? 25%. Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to burn it all on this back straight. This is what you do. You've got to burn it all on the back straight.
2.7.
Let's go back. 2.7. Well, it's getting close. Tabs is going to get the job done. Deezy's trying to break the toe. He's weaving all down the back straight here, Bills. And here we go. Tabbed. Deezy goes the inside. Goes defensive. Late on the brakes. Tabbed around the outside. He should get this job done. Crazy Kiwi's out. What's happened to Kiwi? What has happened to Kiwi? But here we go. Tabbed around the last corner. 16. Done and dusted. Tabbed wins. Tabbed wins. Tabbed wins. Sandeezy P3. 2-5. What a drive. P2, our driver of the day. Sando, great recovery. Up into P4. Rip the Beans. Holds P5. Wowee. Macedonian. Well, look how much he missed out by, Bills. Not even a 10. Not even a 10.
That's so painful.
Your guy, JC.
So
I'll tell you what. Your guy, JC, P7. Great drive from him on debut is as a full-time driver. Dino, P8. Darkness Abyss, P9. Brad Tay, P10. Chasey Dane, P11. Blue Dog. Oh, the Paddy is back. Chasey Dane, the Paddy in between Brad Tay and Blue Dog. Oh, fantastic. You couldn't have written a better script as Tactical Genius in P13. Johnny M4, P14. Suicide 5 in P15. And Black Moon in P16. Unfortunately lost Crazy Kiwi, Mr. Fury Strat, Bopton, and Milligames.
Well, I mean, we knew it was going to get tasty, but...
Mate, we certainly did. We certainly did.
That was very tasty in the end.
Well, the game's given the driver of the day to Macedonian, but
the right team, wrong driver.
That was a great driver. Great drive by him. But the viewers gave it 2-5. And Chasey Dane, yes, loves to be the Paddy. B1, B2, and absolutely phenomenal. Couldn't have written a better script, Chasey. As Tab's done it. The Grand Slam. Pole position. Fastest lap. Race win. The young fella. Woof, he's back. He's back with a bang. And he's the championship leader finishing this one in P5. Just wait for this to roll out. We'll go to the bottom for the stewards and get this one done. And we're going to go on a brief pause, folks. We're going to get the drivers in for an interview. And our driver of the day, of course, there, Pills. And yeah, we'll be back with you in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back. We've got our top 3 and the driver of the day in chat. And I might as well start with the 3rd place man. Oh, Pills, he did have some pace here, mate. He did have some pace here. Got caught out with that safety car towards the end. And, well, I'll tell you what, was on for the win, mate. He was on for the win. It was Sandeezy, but that safety car did hurt. But nevertheless, P3, great effort from P2 on the grid. Congratulations, Deezy, on a great drive, mate.
Yeah, you can probably understand that I don't really care about 3rd. First of all, for the Q3 lap, my pedals went absolutely under the desk. They just slid about half a metre forward.
You're joking.
So I lost a lot of time in Sector 1 and 2. And by the time I got around to Sector 3, I was too late to get the pole position. But that didn't really matter. I was still in the front row. The biggest cost was I had a snap when I was behind Tab. The first lap, I was in dirty air of the race. And I went off and I got an instant 3-second pen. So from that point, I knew I had to do something different.
Yeah.
So I extended on the meds, and I thought I had actually really good pace until the last couple of laps, and then it got painful. But I came out on the softs right there, got 2.5, and I was right behind Tab, and then that safety car came out, and I basically knew then it was all but over. I tried a little bit of safety car restart antics to catch them out, but the new softs were just way too fast.
Tell you what, though, mate, great restart by you. You caught him napping a little bit, but unbelievable job, mate. Unfortunate
time. He was going for the whole straight.
Well, we'll get to you. We'll get to you in a minute, Tabs. But yeah, Sandeezy, great job. Like I said, unfortunately caught out with a safety car, but nevertheless, P3, pump yourself up, mate. I know you don't like P3s, you like P1s, but still a podium, nevertheless. Congratulations, mate. Well done.
I feel like Max now.
You sound depressed. Anyway, moving on to our P2 man, and he is the Mamba 2.5 and our driver of the day, as voted by the viewers. And I speak of none other than 2.5. Very, very solid here at China. Congratulations on a great drive. Talk us through it, mate.
Yeah, cheers, boys. Yeah, no, I really like China, so yeah, just trying to get a feel of what the other boys were doing, if they were going to stretch the mediums and go for the softs. And yeah, like Sandeezy said, once he got the 3-second, he had to try something different, and it would have paid off.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a good drive. Yeah, the safety car restart, I've never seen it there before, and I was really trying to get heat into the rear tyres, and I knew I wasn't sure if he was in a call with his brother, but his brother was behind me, so I'm thinking he might give his brother the nod. So I was really trying to defend him coming into that little hairpin there. But yeah, no, it was a good race. I had fun.
Very good there, mate. Very good. So, well, I mean, and a clean skin as well, mate. Went in your favour when I think it came to driver of the day votes there, mate. You won that one as well. So going through China, no penalties, and well, made you jump an extra position, of course, when you crossed that line. Congratulations on another great drive. You in the championship, whereabouts are you? Let's just double check this one. Whereabouts are you, Mamba? Whereabouts? Let's just double check. We'll let everyone know. I should have had that up with me. Just give me 1 sec, folks. Just give me 1 sec. Here we go. Yes, the Mamba. P3 in the championship on 214 points. Gee, I should have known that. And there you go. Striping a little bit clear of Mr. Fury Strat, who did not finish this race. So the Mamba, I tell you what, mate, shaping up for a strong finish. Congratulations on driver of the day and P2, mate. Well done.
No worries. Cheers, boys. And Pills, stop taking my setups.
I told you.
Right, stop this. Stop this. Right. I hope my setup did you good today, mate. It seems like it has every other race this season. You know, setup thief. I used to like you.
Be careful what you wish for, Pills. Be careful what you wish for. As we'll move to the oily boy, the pot one Texaco driver, the man who is on the hunt, the guy who just done the Grand Slam, folks. Fastest lap, pole position, and the race win. Full maximised this weekend. Tabbed. Congratulations, mate. Well, season back on track, buddy. Talk us through it. You must be pumped.
Yeah, I had a shocker last week. Yeah, I was very disappointed. But yeah, I did a bit of practice an hour before. Felt pretty good. But in qualifying, it was just spinning everywhere. I had about 4 spins. Lucky I didn't crash. And then the race went pretty well. Just stuck in DRS with Daisy in 2.5 and just waited for the pens to come in. And luckily that safety car came out because Daisy would have obliterated me. But yeah, good to get back on the podium.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate. I just want to pick your brain a little bit here, young fella. When you seen Beansy in the wall in Q3, what were your thoughts?
I thought he like retired in the pit lane because I didn't know, and then he wasn't moving from P10, so I was like, oh, he crashed.
Yeah.
So
caught us off guard
yeah, it's a
too.
bit bizarre.
We did not catch it on stream, but mate, I just would have loved to
I
have
was
been a
pretty
fly on the
happy.
wall.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Yeah. I was pretty happy. But well, he got to P5, so well done to him
absolutely.
on the penalties. I thought he would have dropped from P5 with the penalties, but obviously not.
No,
so,
he did it.
Yeah.
Obviously, Beans.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Great job. Yep, but I'm sure there'll be some little baits flying here and there, as there always is. Well, you're just gonna.
I'm not talking to him anymore. Until the championship's finished, I'm not talking to him anymore.
Fair enough. There, young fella.
Yeah. All right.
Understood, mate. What a drive. Congratulations, Tabbed. P1.
Thanks.
Awesome drive.
All right. See you, boys.
See you, mate. All right, Pills. Got anything to add there, mate? We'll sum this one up.
Just, I mean, drama from lap 1 to lap 28. Started off with wings everywhere, and ended with obviously Tabbed and DV giving us a nice little fight at the end. So
yes,
been a pleasure as always, Gav.
Absolutely,
been an absolute pleasure.
The return of the Amigo. I mean, we were a little bit rusty there at the start, but I'll tell you what, it was good. We used to do a lot of commentary back together in the day, and it was an absolute pleasure to have him back with me, of course. And I wish you all the very best for your race there, Pills, of course. Yes, 8 p.m. BST. This very, very track. The UK boys are going to tackle this one. And, well, I do know this man here to my left, Mr. Pillars, is very handy around there. P3 in the championship at the moment, I do believe,
his wins.
has been left by Droftas, the Newportonian, on the hunt with P's gone missing of late. And, well, we just wait and see what happens there. We're going to end this stream here, folks, but stay around. We're going to send you somewhere. If there's any leagues on at the moment, F1 leagues, no, there's kind of not. One's nearly done. Yeah, one's just done. I might send you to another guy that I've raced with before, but just bear with us. And, yeah, we'll get you there. So thank you very much for watching. We do hope you can join our next stream, like I said, at 8 p.m. BST, and I will be your host for that one. Thank you very, very much for watching. We are Formula 4 Racing. From us, for now, goodbye.